Alright, Craig, good session today. Easy to fall into old habits and get yourself in a position where you can't move your body as well. We can see on the left hand side, as we discussed, you were certainly getting very squat in your address position with the driver. That's going to put a lot of weight now back on your heels. Make it difficult now for your lower half to rotate. So what you're going to force to do now to try and get the club to actually go back, you're going to go back to reaching a long way outside as those hands go back, and because of this now the arms and the body aren't really in sync. The arms are a long way from the body, and it's going to be very difficult to control that position as we swing the golf club. You'll also find when you're in the golf club now, your balance is going to try to be sort of readjusting, because you know you can't rotate when they're on the back on the heels. So as you swing that golf club, your body's going to be moving back and forward to try and find a position from which you can actually rotate. And because of this now, your balance is going to be compromised, and you're going to make some really unorthodox swings, usually resulting in the big slice off to the right. So I want to try and do just feel a little bit taller there in the legs. So it's more of a knee flex as opposed to a knee bend. At least from here now, when the club goes back, we can rotate a bit more effectively. The thing to think about now as we're coming down to the golf ball is just get that sensation that club is hitting the golf ball. As daft as it may sound, I think sometimes because you've been in such a squat position, you've had to sort of force or heave your lower half through, and the club just sort of lagged a bit behind there. We're going to try now from here, if we can let the club go back. It still goes a little bit outside, as we said, with those hands sort of rising up, but just not quite as dramatic. At least we can turn and get the club in a fairly good position, a bit more around your body. So from here, we want that club face got to start catching up, releasing the club through. We can see the ball now starting more down the target line. It was a bit of a fade, but as we said, don't really mind a bit of a fade as long as the fade is something like that, or if a draw is something like that. What we don't want is the ones that sort of go way off to the right there and losing golf, because then eventually what you'll start doing is aiming over there, and then you hit a straight shot and you miss the fairway left. So if we can just make the shape of the ball with a slight draw or a slight fade, at least if we're in a better setup, we've got a fighting chance to get that sort of connection back with the lower and the top half. You make some better swings and the ball will fly a lot straighter. So hope that helps. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, and I'll catch up with you soon.